Hey everybody, it's Mr. Greg, and believe it or not, we are back with another, let's call it another season
Yeah,
of
there you go.
our. I feel like this has become like a TV show
I
now,
love the season idea. That's
right?
great.
It's another season of these amazing Elevate virtual session previews that we do to get you pumped up about our Elevate virtual conference, and I'm so excited to kick off this season's previews with our dear friend, Holly Ehle. Hey, Holly,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. I've spent my time battling all of the ick that's out there, but hopefully getting better now.
Well, good. We're glad you're better. Like you've had like every illness over the last few months, and you're not even like in a kindergarten. Like I
Right.
feel like
Well,
you
you
should
know, the
be in
funny
the
thing is
kindergarten
with that,
classroom.
I like when everybody else was getting sick all last fall and all through the holidays, I'm like perfectly fine, and thought all was good until it wasn't. And then I like to get it all at one time, I think. So, uh,
Well, we're glad you're better. And listen, I know like so many people have been sick. Like at my school, it was stomach virus and the flu, and then we had a crazy outbreak of strep. So it's
right.
been
Like
like
it's different things.
yeah,
Weird.
yeah, it's been really
Yeah.
weird. Well, listen, everybody, we're so excited that y'all are here. We are ready to kick off our Elevate Virtual excitement. Tickets are already available for Elevate Virtual. You can head over to elevateyourclassroom.com and use Holly's link. I do believe there's a link that we'll be dropping in the comments. Get yourself registered through March 31st. Tickets are only $40. Like you can't beat
Crazy.
that because you're
Cannot beat it.
like you're going to get 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes, 90 days on-demand access, $10,000 in giveaways, free downloads for all of the sessions. You can't beat it. I think it works out to like a little over $1 per session. So
It's
go ahead and get registered for Elevate Virtual. But somebody's going to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual tonight.
yay.
All you have to do to enter is hit the share button and get in the comments. So the more you share and the more you comment, the more the system sees you and the more chances you have to win. Because here's the thing, we know writing is a pain in the butt. let's just be real. Like it is one of the things that I think teachers struggle with besides classroom management. I think writing is the one thing that we struggle with the most. And every year, it's always my goal. Like, I'm going to get better at writing. I'm going to get better at teaching writing. And every year, it's the same thing.
Mhm.
And now we've
We have an
come up.
answer.
We have an answer, and Holly has the answer. And I'm so excited about your session because when we were chatting just before we went live, you were saying, it's 3 to 10 minutes of activity, 3 to 10 minutes for an activity that you can do that's going to make teaching writing easier. So give us a quick preview of what your session is going to be about, and then we're going to talk more about the science of writing.
Yeah. Okay. So my session is basically called Bye Bye Cognitive Overload. Like, hello, fun, super engaging, like science of reading aligned writing. And just like you said, Jason, like I feel like that was always one of my goals for the year in kindergarten was, improve writing because every year I would start out with the greatest of intentions and my, writer's workshop block and all of that. And I would have an impossible time trying to find, 45 minutes in my day to do a writer's workshop block, not to mention trying to clone myself during the classroom period to get around and get to everybody who needed help. And it was just like super difficult. And, yeah, for those of you who know me, you might know this, but I've been working on my PhD in basically learning science and the science of reading. And as I was learning so much about the science of reading, what started to really come out through, I kind of specialize in like brain research, how kids' brains actually like go about learning and remembering things. And I was learning all these things that were honestly very contrary to how I was trying to teach writing with Writer's Workshop. And so I stumbled across the fact that, Writer's Workshop was actually designed at the college level, and it was designed as this format to be used with people who have already mastered like all the transcription skills, the spelling, the letter formation, and all of that. And so it's for older learners who are just focusing in on composition. But then the idea was taken and kind of pushed down to primary. Well, our learners,
isn't that typical though? That's pretty good, right?
It is. And it's frustrating. And I think most people would agree with almost every single writing resource or program that you pick up. Kindergarten is like an afterthought. It's like, here's all the writing activities for second and third graders, kids who know a lot about writing already. And we'll just, give a chapter or a little bit of time to just like simplify it for kindergarten. That's not how it works. That's not how kids' brains work. And so what we're doing when we set up like our writing in a really like a writer's workshop format, when we're expecting kids to not only think of the ideas and organize their thoughts, which is like composition, but we're also asking them to do the transcription. And as an adult, sure, writing letters seems easy, but like as a kindergartner, pre-K, first grade, like just the act of knowing which direction to go in when you're doing letter formation, let alone spelling and all of those things. So like basically my session is all about our little ones have this much, just a little bit of working like memory space to learn new things. And so when we put them in the context of like writer's workshop, we are literally completely overloading their brain. We're asking them to do transcription skills, which are super heavy for them, and all these composition skills. So Greg, I know you and I have talked about this, but how many times we sat down on the carpet and talked about this really exciting like writing prompt, and the kids are literally so excited, and then they go back to their seat to get started and they freeze. They're
because they can't.
They literally physiologically cannot do all those tasks at one time. They can have the idea, right? But as soon as they have to write it, cognitive overload. So
right. And so your session is going to give us these little bitty activities that take 3 to 5 minutes.
Yes. That are fun.
And there's right. And it's fun. And we're going to take away that cognitive overload.
Yes.
So that the kids can learn to write.
Yes. So we can't ignore transcription skills. They have to be taught those things. So I'll be sharing a ton of little ideas on how to make learning transcription skills fun. So we're talking path of motion. I mean, we're talking things that are a little bit out of the box. So like one of the ideas that I share, and we'll totally share these resources for free too, are these like path of motion letter cards. And I copy them on colored paper and I literally put them out in the hallway outside of the lunchroom or like the music room, because when you're standing there waiting for like 60 seconds or 3 minutes while you're waiting for lunch, you can use that time to do these little games and these fun activities where kids turn to the wall and practice like path of motion things. So I'm talking super simple activities that require very little planning. And they're really like a powerful punch, like instructionally, because the other thing that we've learned from brain science, just literally in the last few years, is that giving 45 minutes of your day is less powerful than giving 3 to 5 minutes of this powerful, super engaging like instruction with writing. And so we'll be doing that with transcription skills. And our goal is obviously to get those writing skills automatized so that they aren't heavy anymore. And then kids can focus a lot on composition. But at the same time, we're going to be doing these 3 to 5 minute composition activities. So literally, for the first time ever, kindergartners can learn about grammar, and like it's going to be super meaningful. They can learn about morphemes. Like one of the ideas that we have that we've done a lot together is this is my morpheme monster, right?
He's currently living in my closet, by the way.
Yeah, we do these really fun games where we teach kids how to take words and break them into morphemes, and then my little guy only will eat meaningful parts of words, right? So it's super fun, literally super easy. It's not overwhelming. You don't have to change your entire system of doing something, right? Do what you do. And at Elevate, this is why I love our group so much. We know what it's like to be in the classroom teaching this stuff. And so to shift everything you do is cognitive overload for you. So you can pick up these little activities that you like and start with the ones that you like. Get one down, master it into your routine, pick up another one, right? So yeah.
And I want to highlight something that you said in case people missed it. First of all, we are giving away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual tonight. All you have to do to enter tonight's giveaway, because who doesn't want a free ticket, is hit the share button, share this live with your friends, invite them to join us, and get in the comments. The more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Holly kind of mentioned this as she was talking, but she was talking about Path of Motion cards, and she said, oh yeah, those will be free as part of Elevate Virtual. One of the things that makes Elevate Virtual so cool and so unique is that every session comes with free downloads. So the sessions are going to be by presenters who are currently active and working in schools and classrooms. It's going to be real, easy, doable, implementable ideas that anyone can do. And we're going to give you free resources to implement those ideas.
Like, so you will literally go away with hundreds of dollars worth of like resources, and you can register for $40.
Right. Like, you're registering for $40, but we're going to give you hundreds and hundreds of dollars of resources to download and use in your classroom. That's worth it alone. Now, if you don't watch a single session, but you just go download all the freebies, you got your $40 worth. And another thing about Elevate Virtual is that every year is brand new.
Yep.
And Elevate Virtual is a completely separate event from our in-person conferences.
Yes.
So if you've attended in-person or virtual in the past, you need to do them again this year because they're brand new. All of the content is new. We have some new presenters. We have a couple of great new keynotes. I'm super pumped to have, of course, we love Gary Brooks. So Gary Brooks is back. Dr. Richard Warren is doing a keynote. And Miss Chang Gifted from social media, Jerry Chang, is doing a keynote. I cannot wait for her keynotes. So if you haven't registered, now's your time to do it. Click the links in the description or in the comments to get your ticket to Elevate Virtual for only $40. Now, that price does go up on March 31st, so you need to get registered for Elevate Virtual now while you can still get that great price. What are you waiting for? All right, so lots of people talking about writing and how hard it is, the time, all of that. So we know there's this need for writing. Yep. We actually had this conversation. I had this conversation with my coworkers the other day about this. Is like, we literally we're like, here's a cut and paste. And then the next assessment in our next module is to write a paragraph. But we literally never taught them to write anything. And so they're just completely overloaded because we're telling them you need an idea. And now you have to write sentences about that idea. And to write the sentences, you have to know what a sentence is. You have to know what a word is. You have to know how to spell that word. You have to know how to form those letters. You have to remember the capital letter, the space, the period. Like what in the world? Like, no wonder kids are so frustrated by writing. So I love that you're going to give us these easy ideas.
The other thing I want to share that research has really pointed out is that, well, first of all, most of us are learning enough about the science of reading to understand enough about our brain to know that our brain is wired for language, right? It's not wired for anything print, but it's wired for language. That's why babies on their own will learn how to mimic and talk and all of that, right? But you won't ever just intuitively learn how to read, right? So language is so important because spoken language and sound is literally the peg into permanent memory. And so we need to use that language, which is going to be kids' strength, to use that as the permanent learning peg. And we're going to literally map all the print onto it. And so this whole writing system totally leverages this. And so one thing, I said, that research really pointed out that I was surprised about, but so happy about, is that another thing that has shown increased learning about writing concepts is doing writing collaboratively. And I know I never really did that. Writer's Workshop was more
this.
Yes, it was more hey, think of your idea. You individually go back to your seat. Well, research says that's not the most effective way to do it. What you want to do is be working in groups, small groups, partners. you should be talking, and everything that you do in writing has to be done first orally. So you have to be talking with partners, talking with small groups about what you're going to write before you put it in print. So one of the ways that we do this, like I said, we're not ignoring composition. We're not ignoring the writing process. We are 100% teaching that. Matter of fact, the way that we do it, kids will know it better than you've ever taught it in Writer's Workshop. But what we do is we kind of spread it out throughout the week. And so you have like a powerful 15 minutes a day, and you have a writing, authentic, meaningful, fun writing project every week. That's usually based off of like a read aloud that you're doing. And the first day is the think process. And so together in teams and partners, you do thinking work. Then the next day you do planning work, and you put down exactly like what you're going to do in your writing piece. And then the writing part actually takes the least amount of time as anything, because if you've thought it through and planned it, the writing part, you already have like all the elements that you need. And so you're putting it into sentences, then you're revising it and expanding it, making it more exciting, and then you're publishing it and delivering it. So they're still learning the steps of the writing process like that, but you're doing it whole group, or you're doing it in like small group activities. So here's the deal. By the time they get done with kindergarten, they're going to know the writer's process, the steps of the writer's process, like the back of their hand, but you didn't make them do it individually. See, when you're asking kids to do the composition work, the ideas and the sequencing and those types of things, you are lightening the load by you being the person who's transcribing. Because again, expecting them to do both will be cognitive overload. So you're going to teach them the writing process, but you're going to be the scribe while they're responsible for thinking of like the composition part, right? And then on the transcription activities, that's when they're going to be doing the writing. So it's basically really thinking about how their little brains work and making sure the task you give them isn't too much for them. And so the great part is then by the end of kindergarten or first grade, they are literally experts at the writer's process. And then by that time, they've mastered those transcription skills to automaticity. And then those things come together and you have a literally out of the ballpark writer.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
If I'm seeing lots of comments that like people are excited about this. Listen, if you are excited about what Holly is talking about right now, you are going to be blown away by what all is included in her Elevate virtual session. You don't want to miss this. You can register for Elevate Virtual right now. You can click the link in the comments or in the description. It is $40 through March 31st, and then the price goes up. So you want to get that early bird price. Elevate Virtual is a virtual on-demand conference. It kicks off on June 1st and runs through August 31st. You have 90 days on-demand access beginning June 1st. That means from June 1st to August 31st, you can watch all of the sessions. You can access all of the content for 90 days.
Over and over again if you want to.
Right. You can watch it, stop it, rewind it, fast forward it. You can watch it, take notes, come back and watch it again. You have 90 days access for that. Included in that are the sessions, the downloads of the materials. You also are eligible for $10,000 in giveaways. You get a certificate of contact hours. You don't want to miss out. And all of that for $40.
Crazy.
So you can click the links right here in the description or in the comments to get registered. Register now for Elevate Virtual. All you have to do to register is click the link, sign up. And again, it's $40. It's 90 days on-demand access beginning June 1st. It goes through August 31st. It's all new content, new sessions, new materials, some great new presenters, some great new keynotes. You're not going to want to miss out. And like I saw somebody was asking if Holly could share an example of a collaborative lesson. Guess what she's going to do in her session? She's going to show you some of those examples. So if you want all of those details from Holly, make sure to get registered for her session. Or get registered for Elevate Virtual so you can see Holly's session and all. There are 36 sessions, including the 4 keynotes. So there you go.
Well, one other thing I want to say just about Elevate in general. I've been a part of a lot of different like professional development, conferences and things like that. But I mean, my heart belongs to Elevate because we're not a one and done. Like so what I love about this is you can sign up for this and watch all these sessions, right? And you more than likely are going to find your people, the people that like you connect with, or if you have a goal, like you might focus in on that certain subject area or whatever. So if you watch my session and you're like, you know what, that gets me excited about writing, we don't leave you there. So we have all of these extra things that you can do. Of course, you can come and see us in person in the summer, but we have Elevate Academy, which is like an online class. I have a full like year science of writing class that literally in that course will teach you pretty much everything you need to know about the science of writing. Plus you get lesson plans for the entire year, which right. I don't know if I'm allowed to let this secret out of the bag or not, but we're working on a giant project, and we have been for maybe 9 months, that we're going to be rolling out some big time support for you guys with a lot of these science of writing, like activities and how to integrate those in your classroom here later in the summer, so you'll be ready for the fall. But just to give you some examples, let me just name you some of the activities I'm going to talk about in my session.
How about you do this? How about you give us one example and kind of walk us through what it is, and then that'll just leave us wanting more.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to give you examples of the types of activities, or like I wonder if somebody wanted an example of like a writing project that you would work through each day?
Give us just some examples of the activities.
Okay.
By the way, Maureen says she is a Holly groupie.
Aww,
I love that.
Maureen.
Listen, Maureen, we're all Holly groupies because Holly has made it so much easier to teach reading and writing. And she's made the science of reading and the science of writing accessible to all of us. And so we are all so grateful for Holly, because listen, Holly is an admitted research nerd.
So
totally. Holly will sit down, like I'll text Holly and be like, hey, what about this? And she will text me back with like links and articles and like all of this like research jargon.
Which, by the way, we should add right now
do with it
that every one of our sessions for Elevate, we make people turn in the research behind it. So when you see sessions for Elevate Virtual, it's not people just saying, hey, this is what I like to do in my classroom. I'm actually the academic advisor too for Elevate. So they have to show us recent research articles that actually scientifically support what they're pushing out for content too. So yes, I am a nerd.
No, we love that. We love that because we're glad that you do it so that we don't have to, so we can just benefit.
I find joy in it, but so yeah.
And like who says that? I love that. Holly's like, I find joy in reading all of these scholarly articles, and the rest of us are like, all right, give us an example of an activity that you'll share.
Oh gosh, I have so many. Oh goodness. There are activities that are they vary per level. So we have like a word wizard activity for like kindergarten and first grade, but then it goes up to like the paragraph puzzler. And so there's these little activities where kids are working with words and then working at the sentence level. And it's basically really fun games and activities that you learn about syntactic awareness and sentence, like sentence structure. And it goes all the way up to like, at second grade, like knowing structures for paragraphs, but you do it in a game like the paragraph puzzler. There's things, a little activity that you can do like 2 times a week if you want, called double duty drawings. And that's when you talk about multiple meaning words, and there's a really fun activity that you do with it. And then they get to draw pictures of a word and like the 2 different meanings, because that's really important. We have, if anybody's heard of the books like The Writing Revolution, right, or SRSD, which those are 2 really like popular research-based like writing kind of approaches, but again, they're really not for primary. They were made for those upper grades. And so I researched those, went to all those formal trainings, and then what I did is took what I knew from brain science and like restructured them for our pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade kids. So we have things like sentence smoothies, where you go to a smoothie shop and you're combining 2 different sentences into one using like conjunctions, right? But it's done in a super fun way. There's like a word wizard game. When you're talking about like meanings, the grammar stuff is amazing because kids are going to go away literally knowing like adverbs and all these things, but it's all done like in fun games.
I love it.
So yeah,
Love it.
I can
Love
share
it.
forever. It's exciting.
And see, this is another thing that is okay. I want to remind everybody, we're going to wrap up here in about 5 minutes. If you want to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, who doesn't want free tickets? All you have to do to enter is hit the share button and join us in the comments. So share, comment. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win, because the system is based on engagement. So the more you're commenting and sharing, the more chances you have to win. So we'll be choosing a winner here in about 5 minutes. And what I love too is the passion.
Oh.
Not only am I seeing some amazing passion in the comments from people, but like hearing your passion for taking the science and the research and making it usable to make it kid friendly, teacher friendly. And that's what Elevate does. Elevate, our presenters are active in classrooms, they're active in schools. Their sessions are research based. They have to be current research based sessions, and they're passionate about what they do. They're passionate about supporting teachers, and they're passionate about continuing to learn and grow. And not only is Elevate Virtual about learning the content, but it's also about uplifting you and inspiring you, and making us all better educators as we come together in this Elevate community, which, listen, we know we are going to need this community now more than ever.
Yes.
So we are so thankful for all of our educators, our presenters, all of you who attend, because this job is hard. And so we're here to help make it a little bit easier to take away some of that stress. Think about how stressful.
Fun.
And right, we're going to fun. Yes. Listen, Holly is sitting here telling us that writing doesn't have to be stressful. You don't.
It can be fun. That's why I'm passionate about it. It's fun to teach again.
Like Holly's like, I'm going to make teaching writing fun, and we're all over here like, okay, let's do it. So listen, if you want to know,
you're feeding cute monsters. Like it really can be fun, and when you. I mean, and you guys know how it works. Like if you're passionate and excited about something in the classroom, then that makes your kids excited about it too. And I can't lie, like when I was trying to pull off Writer's Workshop all the time and feeling like, what am I doing wrong? It was such a relief to get into the research and realize like, wait, I actually wasn't doing anything wrong. Like I was doing the best I could with what I was taught, but like it's impossible. Kids physiologically can't learn that way. So now, like, it's way easier to plan. It takes way less of your classroom time, right? Finding 45 minutes every day, that's hard. Finding 2 or 3 minutes before recess or after lunch, anybody can do that any time of day, right? Plus, it's fun. You have kids talking to each other, laughing, enjoying things. Like, it's just so much better. It's so much easier, and it's so much more fun.
Well, listen. Right here on the screen is proof that what Holly is going to show us in Elevate Virtual works. We're already seeing it working in classrooms. So if you want to know more about the science of writing, how to make teaching writing fun and easy and effective, get registered for Elevate Virtual. You can click the links right here in the comments or in the description to get registered for only $40. That $40 gets you 90 days on-demand access to 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes. Access kicks off on June 1st and goes through August 31st. 90 days of on-demand access. What does that mean? It means that you can access the content on your computer or on our Elevate Your Classroom app. We have made it easy. You don't even have to be at your laptop, y'all. We have an app. And so you'll be able to watch Elevate Virtual on your device, on your tablet, on your phone, on the go.
I have it on my phone. And you know what I do? I use it like a podcast. When I'm driving, like I drive down to Nashville a lot to see these guys. That's like a 6-hour drive for me. I literally play those sessions like podcasts. It's so great.
Right? There you go. Like, so make sure that you register for Elevate Virtual and then download the app. It's right there. It's Elevate Your Classroom, right at the gym, on the beach with a margarita, at the pool. Like my favorite, I say this every year when we do these lives, my favorite are the 3 a.m. elevators, because they are up at 3 a.m. during the summer watching Elevate Virtual sessions. So not only are you going to get all this great content, not only are you going to get hundreds of dollars in free downloads, not only are you going to be registered for $10,000 in prizes that we're giving away, not only are you going to get certificate of contact, not only are you going to get great content, but we've made it easy. Like you can literally watch the sessions anywhere you want on your computer, on the app. So head over to the Elevate website. The link to register is in the description. It's right here in the comments as well. Again, it's $40 through March 31st. That gets you 90 days on-demand access, 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes from Dr. Richard Warren, Gary Brooks, Jerry Chang, Miss Chang Gifted on social media, myself. We've got all new content this year. Every session is all new content. Every session has free downloadable materials. So not only is it going to be easy to implement, but we're going to give you some of the things to implement it. You're going to have freebies, prizes to give away, on-demand access. Y'all, what more could you
Can't ask for more.
It's for $40.
Crazy.
It's like $1 per session. Like you can't beat it. So get registered. You don't want to miss out on the virtual event of the summer. Elevate Virtual 2025 kicks off June 1st. You can get registered right now. So click the link and get registered. All right, Holly, give us one more Science of Writing wow moment.
Oh gosh. Well, I'll just give you something that I mean, I get comments, little emails all the time that like just absolutely like warm my heart. But I started doing some Science of Writing kind of like PD in the summer through Elevate last year. And so I had a school that I didn't know about that was here in Indiana, and they were watching and picking up things, and they started implementing things as soon as the school year started. And so like right before Christmas, I actually got an email from the school saying that they had implemented a lot of these little activities because their teachers were not overwhelmed by them. They felt like excited about it. They felt like these 3 to 5 minute activities were totally doable, and they would start with one, and then they'd feel so good about it and master it, then they'd pick up another one. And so they have really totally changed their writing. And we, the principal then shared their scores, and their writing scores and their proficiency rates literally like soared over that semester more than like they've ever had in the past. And I had no idea. Like I wasn't working like directly with that school. It was the teachers had picked it up, and it was just really great. Like I knew the research of it and had designed these things, you know, and had been using them in the classrooms that I'm in. But yeah, so
so in case you missed that, what you learn in Elevate Virtual, not only is it research-based, but it is classroom proven effective. Listen to that. The school is using what they learned from Elevate, and their scores are soaring. There you go. Yeah. You're gonna have fun. We're gonna give you materials to implement it, and it's gonna work. It is effective. And so,
and if you want more, we're not going anywhere. We'll be here. You can always reach out, and Elevate will always be here to support you and help you learn more. And you're going to learn not just with my course, but as you log in to watch everybody else that's coming on over the next few weeks, it's different subject matters too. So
yeah, it's going to be a blast as always. We're going to have a great Elevate Virtual. I can't wait to hang out with everybody virtually. I got my new holographic notebook from Berto & Co. already over here taking a bunch of notes.
I love that. I need that.
We're going to have a blast at Elevate Virtual. So if you haven't registered, what are you waiting for? Click the links, get registered before the price goes up. Right now, you can register for $40. And again, that's 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes, 90 days on-demand access, $10,000 in giveaways, hundreds of dollars of free downloads for your classroom, a certificate of contact hours, and so much more. You don't want to miss out on Elevate Virtual, but somebody is about to win a free ticket to Elevate. And so I'm going to have to ask.
Matter of fact, this makes a great gift. Like, because I'm a professor of reading science, and I have all these students, seniors who are getting ready to go out that whom I just absolutely adore. And so it's been a great gift to gift them for graduation, because they're so excited to get out there and learn all the things, and it just Elevate Virtual covers so many things that it's like my perfect graduation gift for my students.
Y'all listen, I love my notebook. Okay, love it, love it, love it.
You need to put the link in the comments for that.
We are. Also, I'm going to ask Jason to drop in the comments who the winner will email, because I didn't get that information.
Okay.
So I want to make sure we know. All right, so here comes our winner. So we're going to pick a winner, and you're about to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. All right, go for it, Jesse.
Drum roll.
All right, congratulations, Jennifer. Oh, I'm going to totally butcher the last name, so I'm not even going to try it. Congratulations, Jennifer G. You are the winner of a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Jennifer, you will send an email to jason@elevateyourclassroom.com. Let him know you won the free Elevate Virtual ticket on tonight's live, and he will hook you up. Thank you so much, Holly. Thank you to everybody who's watching. Again, if you haven't registered, what are you waiting for?
Do it now, because you will forget and you're going to kick yourself when the price goes up.
Because listen, people, we talk about this all the time. Every year for in-person and virtual, we talk about in-person will sell out. We get bombarded with people in the summer wanting to come to in-person, but they're sold out, and they're sold out because we literally physically can't put another body in the space.
Right, or fire code. Yeah.
If you want to come to Elevate in-person, because in-person and virtual are completely separate events.
Right.
Get those Elevate in-person tickets, because they will sell out. And then in June, you're going to be like, I want to go.
Yeah, all different sessions. Yep.
And the same with Elevate Virtual. When June 1st hits, that's it. Registration is closed. And so people always, Jason gets bombarded with emails, and now Crystal gets bombarded with emails for people who want to register after registration closes. So don't wait. Don't miss out. Click the link in the comments. Get registered now for Elevate Virtual and Elevate in person. Come see us in both places.
Yeah,
we would love to have you.
It's super fun. We just have fun.
Right. You're going to learn so much at Elevate Virtual. 90 days on-demand access, 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes, hundreds of dollars in freebies to download for your classroom, $10,000 in prizes to give away. We have an app, so you can literally take Elevate Virtual with you and access the content anywhere, anytime. I can't wait for my 3 a.m.ers to join me this summer. Get registered. We cannot wait to see you all virtually at Elevate Virtual 2025. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you all. I think I'm back Thursday for our next Elevate Virtual session preview with Crystal, all about social emotional learning. So we will see you all soon. All right. Bye. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for all you do.